Going on, guys? Thanks for tuning back into another episode of the Game of Cryptos. Hopefully you guys are all doing well this weekend. Gonna hop right into it, but before we go into this portfolio that I'm gonna discuss, if I had $1,000 today to start investing, what would I go into? We're gonna kick this off from Twitter. A tweet from the Martini guy. The next 18 months are the most important of your life. You have the opportunity to make life-changing gains. Focus, give it 100%. You will make it. I'm not 100% sure on the timeline, but I will say the things that you do today, right now, in crypto, the money you allocate towards certain cryptos, whatever you're doing as far as rearranging your portfolio during market downturns and dips, this is going to dictate how much money you're going to make. So choose cryptos wisely, invest wisely, DCA wisely, buy at low prices, and sell when prices are higher. Not financial advice. Now, hopping into it, so if I was starting a portfolio today and I had $1,000 to deal with, I know you guys have been waiting for some of these crypto portfolio investment guides. This is what I would do. So if I had $1,000 to start, there's many different ways you can go about it. But what I would do, if you're in crypto, you're trying to make money. If you're in crypto, you're trying to make life-changing money. Now, in order to do that, you can definitely go the conservative route and just invest in Ethereum and Bitcoin. But that, with $1,000, and especially if you divide it up equally, you're not going to get enough exposure. So you would need to go with more, medium to higher risk plays, things that are, maybe newer in this cycle. So some of the newer L1s, L2s, gaming plays, AI, and maybe even meme coins. Now to start, I would look at maybe 2 to 4, maybe get 2 cryptos and maybe invest 500 in each, or get 4 cryptos and invest 250 in each. Now, you don't want to be over diversified where your allocation is slim, but this is assuming that you're able to quote unquote dollar cost average on top of that $1,000 portfolio. So maybe you're investing 100 every week, 200 every week, etc. Now, if you're wondering, okay, which cryptos would I invest in? Well, this is a start. Now, by all means, there are others you can choose, but I'll tell you why these were the ones I chose, with another one over here, an outlier, mint layer. So one of the first ones I would do is Caspa. I would choose Caspa because right now, Caspa it's consolidating right now. It definitely seems like a really one of the top L1 plays that you can make. And look at the chart; it's organic. It was fair launched. There was no ICO. So, other than exchanges that are going to list it, other than those big whales, there's no like crazy just dense allocation in one wallet where it can be heavily manipulated by a single individual. That's not an exchange. So Caspa, I think, has room to run, and Caspa is a payment solution. It's trying to be a better version of what Bitcoin was originally meant to be, a peer-to-peer transaction between people. Now, Caspa could potentially one day maybe become a store of value, but really it's right now not set up for that. It's right now, it's just supposed to be what Bitcoin was originally set out to be, which was exchanging of monetary value between two parties, between two people, or more than, whoever, the amount of people. And honestly, there's been predictions, and I'm not saying that it will go there, but, people have been predicting that, Caspa could go to like $5, which would be over almost a 50x, which would be over 100 billion. That's possible. Who knows? But the way I look at it is, I feel like Caspa is going to be one of the best plays. I think it's going to be a really hyped crypto, and even if it went to $1, it's almost a 10x, and it's a $22.5 billion market cap. Very doable. And then look at the amount of, if you owned 10 Caspa right now, or 10,000 Caspa, and it went to $1, you just made $10,000. If you own 20,000 Caspa and it goes to $1, you just made 20,000. And then so just imagine if you owned 100,000 Caspa. Like, this is why I feel like it is one of the best plays that you can make in this bull run. Again, not financial advice, but again, I think it's something that you should look into. And I think right now is a good buy-in price. Now, can it be different later? You don't want to be buying this asset when it's $1. So Caspa is something that I would definitely look into right now. Again, none of this is financial advice, but that's just what I would do if I was starting out, trying to get as much purchasing power with my money going into a crypto that is new. You want to be in cryptos that are new. That's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck versus buying a super, super high cap. Again, this is considering if your risk tolerance is medium to high. Even though some people would say Caspa is not a high or medium risk at all. But it's just depending how you look at it. Now, the next one that I would go into is, so we're going to go into scaling solution. This one deals with payments too. This is Tectum. Tectum is a scaling solution for all cryptos, but its main narrative right now is a scaling solution for Bitcoin, and specifically to do with payments. It claims that it has 1 million transactions per second. It claims that you can instantly. Instant payment sent. It can be undetectable, no fees or little to none, and it has it through its soft note technology. And I think, again, this is fitting a narrative. When you're investing in cryptos, you want to invest in cryptos that have a narrative, and Tectum is a narrative. It's scaling Bitcoin. It's helping with Bitcoin. And we're going to see moving forward that a lot of these plays, the BRCs, the ORDs, it's a narrative that we haven't seen before in the previous bull run. But now that you have these applications that are helping to scale Bitcoin, we could see a really big boom with these types of investments. So again, Tectum, I think, fits in that narrative, and I think if you get in now, potentially, and I have a whole deep dive video on Tectum. I'm not going to go and deep dive into it today. That's not the purpose of these videos, but you still have a chance to get it while it's low. And I say while it's low because if you think that, something like Tectum can go to even almost like a $10 billion market cap or 15, you're looking at a 15-20x minimum right now. I've seen projections where, people think that this could go to 100, like 50 billion. You never know. Obviously, the sooner you get in, the better. So you're going to maximize more of your gains. Like if you got in when it was $3 or $4 bucks or under 10, you're sitting a lot better. But even now, with its limited supply, 10 million Tectum, the sky's the limit. Like this could go crazy. So consider Tectum if it makes sense for your investment portfolio thesis. So moving on, we're going to go in, and then another one that deals with it. So MintLayer, again, MintLayer, a scaling solution for Bitcoin. It's something, I put this on the side because it's another option. It's scaling Bitcoin. And again, if something is fitting a narrative and it has the hype, which this does, there is so much potential for the amount of X's you can make in your crypto portfolio. You want to be invested in cryptos. If you're someone that is starting out today and you only have $1,000, you want to have more bang for your buck. So you need to grab cryptos when they're low in market cap. And look at MintLayer. If Mint Layer did a 10x from here, that's 500 million. If it did 100x, 5 billion. And by no means is 5 billion a small amount of money, but it is very doable. We've seen some of the top cryptos in the last bull run do. I mean, look at what happened with Dogecoin, a useless crypto with no utility, a meme coin, hit upwards of 70, 80 billion dollars in market cap. You're telling me that something that is helping scale Bitcoin, a Bitcoin that actually has real utility, a store of value, you're telling me that this couldn't even potentially hit $5 billion? The amount of room to run for getting in early with plays like Mint Layer, plays like Tectum, things like Caspa, I cannot stress this enough of you are still early before the masses. You are still early. So again, not financial advice, but maybe consider Mint Layer to your portfolio. Now next, we are going to talk about Tau, Bitensor. And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I still don't know exactly how it is correctly pronounced. But this is your AI play. Notice the cryptos that I have in that portfolio of the potential ones you can invest in. They're all different. They're hitting different spectrums in the crypto realm, and this is one of your best AI plays. Now, to be fair, out of all the cryptos I'm mentioning today, this one has the highest market cap, but also this one has one of the highest potentials to hit crazy market valuations. It's already at a $2 billion market cap. Now, normally I would not recommend high market cap plays if you're someone that's trying to maximize profits, but with Bitensor, with Tau, you could be sitting on a baby Ethereum. You could be sitting in on something that is in the small stages of what Bitcoin used to be when Bitcoin was at $300. I'm not kidding you. The powerhouse play that Bitensor, what it's trying to do with decentralized AI, machine learning, open source, it's absolutely insane. And it has 32 subnets where they're all doing different things to get better and to scale, and to the machine learning to learn off of each other, and the applications with things dealing with like text to text to image, text to voice recognition, anything and everything you can think of AI. This is what this one giant project is doing, with a culmination of 32 smaller sector projects. And I'm not even scratching the surface of what this project can do, which is a multiple of projects. This is your only AI play you need. It's doing everything that you see all those other AI things say they're doing. It's all in one big project under Bitensor. So this is another one that I would consider for my portfolio. And again, I did a deep dive video about this project, so I'm not going to go into it for the purpose of today's video, because I don't want to bore you with all the tech. But again, Bitensor is something I would look into. It's already at a high price, but again, imagine if you were potentially able to get Bitcoin when it was at $350, or Ethereum when it was at $350. This has that type of potential. I mean, unless you guys haven't noticed, you already have Grayscale talking about this in its potential. If it already talks about Tau in there on their website. It talks about Akash. It talks about I forgot the other two, but it talks about Render as well. This is a big time project that big time institutions are looking at, and organizations. Don't fade Tau, even though it's a high market cap. I think it could be really great for your portfolio. Now, lastly, we are going to talk about a gaming play, Myria. Myria is new, and I think this one has huge potential to be the next Gala. Right now, Gala is not the play. And I'm sorry for those that own Gala, but if someone were to give me money and say, hey, invest in Myria or Gala, I'm putting it all in Myria. That money that they give me, I'm not putting it in Gala. Myria is a newer crypto, and just look how far it's come. It's reached about a penny and a half, about a penny, and if this were to go where Gala went, I mean, you're looking at a $5 billion to $10 billion market cap. You're looking at, okay, no, I'd take the 10 billion back, but you could be looking at least a 5 billion. A lot of those big Decentralands, the Manas, the Axie Infinities, a lot of them averaged a couple $1 billion market caps, 2, 3, 4, 5 billion. Myria has the potential to do that with the gaming. And we know the gaming plays are going to go huge and go crazy this bull run. When you have the retail coming in, they're going to go to where it's easiest, where the hype is, and gaming is going to be that one of those narratives. It's going to be one of the main narratives. So, if you're looking for something that can compete to potentially go where Gala went to, Myria is definitely one of those. And if you guys have time, give the website a check, look at it, learn more about the teams, the types of games coming out, learn about, I would say learn about the tokenomics, but to be fair, the tokenomics of a lot of gaming plays are crap. They're not going to be amazing, but if they are in a hype narrative like crypto gaming, it's going to outweigh the rate of, maybe token, inflation. I mean, look, like even something like Dogecoin, crazy amount of token inflation, but the demand was crazy enough to outweigh that inflation. So look how far it went. It went to like 60, 70 cents and reached like 70, 80 billion dollars in market cap. So again, when it comes to considering the types of cryptos that you want to get into, I'm going to disappear here for a second. When it comes to creating a portfolio, especially if you have a small amount of money, you want to get the most bang for your buck. So you want to go in on earlier plays like Mint Layer, earlier plays like Tectum, early plays like Bitensor or Myria or even Caspa. You haven't missed the boat. Guys, we're here before the crypto bull run, or we're here before the Bitcoin halving has started. Which we don't normally see parabolic movement until like sometimes even 6 months after the halving. So if you're here before the halving, if you're already here DCing and you're buying before the halving, you are still early. It's not too late to still make really good, potentially life-changing money. So as long as you're investing in plays that you have conviction in plays that fit a narrative that you see, has been doing really well up until now, it should continue into the rest of 2024 and into the peak of the bull run in 2025. So again, none of this is financial advice, but if this were me and I had $1,000, I would start to DCA and buy into these plays. These plays are newer. They haven't seen a bull run, and because of that, they have potential to run really hard. Now, of course, I could have done a video where we said, okay, let me put some money into Bitcoin and Ethereum. But if you're someone that's really trying to create life-changing money and you only have that small amount of money right now, it's not going to do anything. You're going to make money, but it's only going to be a 2, a 3, maybe a 4x. When you get in some of these plays, you could make 15, 20, 30, 40. The sky's the limit. Who knows? Amount of return on investment. So, guys, there you have it. Again, just going back to this tweet, you only have so much time to make the most potential life-changing money you have the potential to make life-changing money, and you have to go in, and you need to go in hard, and you need to have conviction into the cryptos that are in your portfolio. So I hope you guys like that. I should be doing a couple more videos with different dollar amounts and different types of cryptos that I invest in. Let me know, are you invested in any of these plays that I went over? Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.